thing. There's not a lot of AP on the side of Aracelli Indonesia. Yes, there's AP from Corki, but it's not the AP that's like, let's say, Fizz AP, for example. You know, it's not full-on burst. It's still Corki with some AP, but they're lacking that kind of AP damage in their composition right now. You can itemize for a lot of armor and it might help out countering more other classes. But the side of Kallyx, it's a little bit more organized with how they're going to be rounding up the damage. There's a little bit of here, there's also some going on. You see the ladies now here for Aracelli. Waving and saying hello to all the being popping on there. People watching right now, please don't forget to share your thoughts in the chat. Let us know who you think is going to be winning this series. Is it going to be Aracelli Indonesia or Space Gamer Kallyx? You can let us know and share your thoughts there. So don't be afraid to make noise in the chat. But for now, we're heading into the rift here, not the ball game, as we check out game number 1 between Aracelli Indonesia and Kallyx. For the side of Aracelli Indonesia, we have, I cannot read the name.
Cillax. Let me read it for you.
We have Cillax on Braum, PenguPengu on Misfortune, GGmeong on Darius, Shikà on that, Shyvana and Lynnoire on Corki.
Yeah, I waved kanina when the players were waving the camera. I thought they were waving at me, so... Anyways, on the red side, we have Kallyx team and we have Panther on the Shikà ADR. We have RIMU on the Olaf. On the Baron lane, we have MERLIAH. Right? What a name. Nice name. MERLIAH on the Jarvan for jungler right here. We have GAMBLINGX on the Alistar support. And lastly, we have Andy on the Fizz mid. This is interesting. Fizz usually is not picked in high-level games, in high elo games. But this is going to be interesting. Let's see what their plan is. Fizz has a very good zoning capability. Yung ultimate niya is the ultimate of Fizz is always a threat. So yeah, there's that fact. There's that strength of Fizz. But right now in the early game, it is Corki who is zoning him out and owning the lane, and that's one of the weakness of Fizz being a melee AP champion right there.
I don't think they're gonna be using this Fizz for zoning though. Fizz is specifically used to assassinate. The reason why you have Chum the Waters there is to delete someone off the fight, immediately get this 4v5 advantage going. And if this Fizz can cut the back lines, that Misfortune or that Corki is going to go down immediately. And you want to make sure that this Corki and this Misfortune are going to be able to scale free hit as much as possible. But with a threat, that only means that, the triple tank combo coming in from Aracelli needs to have a lot more done and box out. So if they're going to be able to do that, the J4, Alistar, Olaf are going to be having a hard time getting into the fray. And then it's just going to be a full-on front-to-back team fight for both these teams because both their drafts are actually pretty similar.
Yes, man. 2 minutes into the game, and it is pretty even so far. One Rift Scuttler for both sides. At the top, it's going to be the blue side, and at the bottom, it's going to be the red side for the Rift Scuttler. Take gold is pretty much even right now, and I think it's going to be pretty peaceful in a bit, but for a bit. But yeah, 4-minute mark, as the 4-minute mark is going to be approaching, Dragon is going to be spawning, and it's going to be an Infernal Drake, and that is going to break the status quo of the game. Peace is gonna collapse. The calm before the storm. Let's enjoy it because it's going to be a battle in a bit.
Yep. And now we have a rotation coming in, 4-man into the bot side of the map. I think the intention here wasn't to gank if they actually continue pushing, but no, they're not. They're not pushing at all. So they were intending to gank, but it was the perfect time for Kallyx to just recall because that 4-man gank coming in, no one was around the lane. That means they got nothing out of that. Wow.
Shyvana got a fairly good early game. So Shyvana rotated early. So might as well try to look for a pick before the Dragon arrives. And it was the Braum and the MFO who resetted. And just in time, next 20 seconds, the Dragon is going to be spawning. Here we go. Shyvana will still go rotate and take her items. This is going to be a very important Drake for Shyvana. So blue team will try to create a play right here. And red team, interestingly, is not going to allow that to happen. But Chum the Waters is used here in the mid. Was that Chum the Waters that I saw? There's gonna be an initiation right here, and Corky was prepared for that, is already out, and that was it. Without the Chum of the Waters available right here, it's gonna be one less firepower for red team. Let's see what will happen in this fight.
Yep. There is no fight just yet though, but there are teams in position already. They're going to be pulling out the Infernal Drake here to zone out any potential coming in from the back lines. So that means they're going to be forcing Aracelli to run around in a circle to cut from the side instead. Because if you're going to be jumping in from there, you're going to be caught in the middle of that pit without any escape. And now that's a 5-man knockup coming in from HaSaGiStar right there. The bullet time is going to be committed already. This tower, this dragon is going to fall in just a moment, but that's already a double kill for the side of Aracelli. They're gonna get 3 for that, possibly more. Not gonna be enough just yet, but who is gonna be taking that Infernal Drake? It is gonna be Aracelli as well. Kill for kill, 3-2. Big win for the side of Indonesia's all-female team here. Wow.
Right, what a play, man. I thought the red team had a very good position right there. Alistar coming in with a very big headbutt and pulverize combo, but the team focused on to the dragon that they did not capitalize on that pulverize combo that Alistar did. It would have been very big for them if they just did a follow-up right there, let go of the dragon, but instead they paid dearly not noticing that big play from their comrade. And right now, 3-2 on the scoreboard. It is blue side who is in a minor lead right here, but Shyvana is on the blue side. This is the gold lead is not that much, but Shyvana will slowly become more powerful, and this is going to be a scary dragon if this continues in the later part of the game. So we have a little reset right here. Peace comes back, but not for long. 15 seconds. Rift Herald is going to be spawning in a bit, and that's what I said earlier. Without the Chum the Waters available, it costed the red team a lot in that team fight. After that, Alistar initiation, Chum of the Waters would have done a very big damage right there.
Chum the Waters was an issue in that fight, not because it was gone, but because if it followed up from that Alistar knockup, it would separate everyone. Right. Everyone would be separated, and that was a 5-man knockup. It was really beautiful. They weren't able to capitalize on it. If the J4 and the Alistar come in, and then Olaf gets the free hit, that's gonna be great. But the Chum the Waters has to be specifically for cutting out the back lines, because you do not want to use it to separate the 5-man team coming in from Aracelli Indonesia. If you want them clumped together based on your composition, it's gonna play a lot better for you guys. In that situation though, they got separated. 2 different team fights went on. The Fizz got picked off immediately, and now we're already seeing the positioning here coming in from the side of Aracelli Indonesia. They're gonna be going for this Rift Herald. You're seeing Kallyx right now rotating from the back of the Herald. They could actually go in and cut from the side. They have the means to do that, but they're going to be fronting here along with the Alistar and the Braum. It's going down really quick. It's not going to be enough. That is the Shyvana securing the Herald, but the J4 and the Alistar are already down. Now Aracelli is going to be chasing front to back. They take out the Olaf as well. The Saya was not able to free hit at all. The Fizz was not able to dive in. It's going to be forcing a flash out of the Fizz as well, but because of that initiation, they at least were able to pick off the Fizz, the misfortune through the Fizz using the skills and the escape. So again, you're showing the potential of Fizz right there. You have a misfortune, great, but this Fizz is gonna be a threat once the items keep going. You could be gone in just one hit.
Right, first tower of the game is down in the mid with the help of the Rift Herald, which was taken earlier by the blue side, and they won another team fighter. There, 3 champions went down on the red side because of that clash. What I saw earlier, they did not respect the Corky package, and when Corky summoned the package underneath them, it was trouble for the red side. So many life bars went down, and it was trouble from that point on. Here we go. There's another fight right here. Olaf will be able to exit right here. Corky will follow, but Olaf is out.
6-3 now. It's a 3k gold advantage in favor of Aracelli Indonesia. Right now, most of the neutral objectives are being taken by the side of Aracelli. They have the composition that's just gonna snowball and front to back any composition right now, especially the one that Kallyx has. But as this goes on, as the items ramp up, it's gonna get scarier to tank hits from Messiah. Not to mention an engagement here topside. Cataclysm is gonna be committed onto the Darius, but do they have enough damage? They will, because the Fizz comes in with the cut and the dive. They commit a fight onto the top lane to take out the Darius, but they are gonna be losing a Drake in the process. That was Aracelli trading off a Darius and the top lane for that Drake, which is going to benefit them more because that's a passive. Popping the dragon instead, diving in from the back. That is barrier already used by the Saya, trying to free hit against the side of Aracelli. They're actually going to be able to take out the Braum. Kallyx trying to run now with just a sliver of health. They actually keep this tower alive. They stay alive in the process as well. And now the lead from 3K goes down to a mere 700 gold. That's a good way for Kallyx to come back. They're going to take that.
Yes, good take right there by Kallyx. But an important thing to understand right here is Shyvana has already 2 champions in the belt. That is going to be very scary later on. Use the Fizz right here, use the ultimate at the bottom. That's okay. There's no objective available so far. They tried to delay that. But the point is, the Shyvana is starting to look very, very scary at this point. They have to deny the rest of the dragons in this game if they want to win this game. The Shyvana, if ever this will be able to take one more dragon, that's bad news for red team right there. So let's see. They did trade third at the top and a kill for that dragon. So that's something that you can see on the scoreboard right there. The gold lead is not that much because of that exchange, but in the end, in the long run, long-term thinking right here, this will be benefiting blue side. Aracelli 10 will be in a better position in the later part of this game.
Yep. And now they're going to be taking this tower topside. So in terms of towers, Aracelli has taken 3 already. That is going to give them a way to actually enter and invade the Kallyx jungle. If they continue the invasion process here, knowing that they have the map control, they could actually push their advantage even further. Right now, you're already seeing that in motion. They have the waves shoving in towards their side of the map. And then right after that, they can actually put in deep wards so they know the positioning of Kallyx.
Right, man. Darius missing his skill right there to grab the Fizz. Red team were able to escape. Right here, good warding right there by blue team earlier, spotting the death bush set up by the red team, and now that actually got dewarded. So it's gonna be a farming game at this point in preparation for the Baron. Baron is already alive, but both teams are not yet at that level where they can take this quick enough. It's going to be very risky for them to take this, so they're going to look for a pick off at this point. And here we go. Olaf is going to be positioning for the Corki. Corki senses something is up and is out of there. Boom! Darius is going to meet with the Olaf, man.
No, that's a flash out. I don't think the Darius is interested in going up against Olaf. The problem here is the mid lane though. They have so many people converging and ready to fight. So they want to make sure that they buy enough time before everyone's ready. That's the time that Aracelli is going to be pouncing. So they're just going to be forcing out skirmishes, engages. It's a win for Kallyx because they were able to force out a flash from that Darius.
Right, and right now everyone merged in the middle earlier, but blue team has a better health bar overall, forced a TP from both, and here we go. Because of that, blue team already has a good position for this dragon. They are positioned right. Oh, dragon will have to transform away, use her ult just to try to survive, but everyone is there to help the dragon. Shyvana will survive. Good job by Shikà, but the top third is not looking well, and this will be one for the books. This tower is almost down. 1k in 500 and done, and that tower is down already. Now it is gonna be the dragon that's alive, but there are only 4 red champions right here. Do your best, man.
They're actually gonna be able to get it. That's an ocean dragon for the side of Kallyx. They push the top side as well. You're seeing the damage of the Fizz. That Shyvana just got deleted immediately. Dashing in, you're gone completely, and that's the tankiest person on the side of Aracelli right now. If you can imagine that happening to your tank, you know very well that your life as a carry is gonna be in big danger when this Fizz gets close enough. The Fizz gets picked off though, but looking at the graph now, there. 47.5, 47.9. It's not that much of a difference anymore. Kallyx are catching back up because of their composition. They're actually trading on the map as well because they know that if they're going to need to give something away, they're going to take something back across the map. And it's smart execution coming in from Kallyx right now.
Right, I'm not sure who got the dragon right there. That's the third dragon of the game. Next dragon.
It was Kallyx who got it.
It was Kallyx who got it.
It was a
So
steal
2 for
from
1.
the J4.
All right, it's a 2-for-1 right now. That's very good for Kallyx. They are already in a very good position right here. The power spike of this Fizz is already felt by everyone, and there it is. Darius is going to be erased just like that. It is going to be that big man for dinner tonight. Darius goes down 7-8 on the scoreboard. Just a 1k gold lead. No, yes, just a 1k gold lead onto the blue side. Now, with this opening right here, red team is going to go for this Baron take right here, but Corky has the package. This is going to be very risky for them. Good job by GamblingX zoning everyone out. But Baron is taking so long to be taken, and the dragon is here. Good ultimate by the MF right here. Sorry, man, I'm going to be taking this play for play because it's already there. And the Shyvana is dead. Olaf's GA just got popped right there. Was that Olaf's GA? Yes, Olaf is back. Corky is left right here alone, but he is in a bad position going up against this Olaf. He does take the Olaf right there, and this is going to be the end of that fight. It is Kallyx in a good position with the Baron buff, and let's see what the setup is going to be.
10-10. It's a tie game right now. Kallyx were able to get that because of how they initiated. They were smarter. Yes, they lost 3, but that buff on the carries staying there means that they have the potential to have 3 tanks protecting those carries, and then they just can keep moving forward. This is what I was talking about. This Fizz is not going to be for zoning. You're going to get that into the backline, deleting anyone regardless who they are. Can be a tank, can be a carry. They just get deleted immediately. This Fizz is also potentially going to go down, so you just need to make sure that you keep the Saya alive. You don't need to do protection onto that Fizz. Kallyx is executing perfectly right now.
Right. The blue team positioning from that fight is not that all of good. Good job. Right, kudos to GamblingX for zoning everyone out. This Alistar's doing it for the team right now, man. As the fight might break here in the middle, Darius missing that grab right there, and that should be it. 10-10 on the scoreboard, man. Just 1k gold lead at 16 minutes into the game. This is still anybody's ball game. Who do you think has the momentum as of the moment, man? They had the blue buff. I mean, they had the Baron buff, Kallyx right here, but they weren't able to really get anything out of it.
Aracelli right now, they have the late game. If this Shyvana gets another Drake, it's gonna be really scary. Not to mention late game Darius is a problem. But at the end of it all, right now the momentum lies on to Kallyx. They have the way, they have the means. But if Aracelli can gain that composure back, because I feel like they're getting rattled here by the side of Kallyx with how they're rotating in. So they need to get that back before they get anything out. That's a big pick off taken out the Corky already. 4v5 entering here. Look at that death timer. That's 50 seconds on the clock for Lynnoire. You're not going to be seeing this Corky for a while. And now, look at the start. They're already pressuring for this Elder Drake. This is something they're going to need. The Jump the Water is going to be connecting onto that tank. That tank is going to try to fall. Yep, you are not going to get out. Say goodbye, Darius. That's already 3 dead. And now, Aracelli, they're going to be forced back. They cannot contest this anymore. The Darius and the Corky are gone. They want to go for a Hail Mary with a Shyvana. But GamblingX, this lady has been immense for the Kallyx right now. Zoning, she's done this in the previous years. She's doing it again. She's gonna try to protect this Herald with the Elder. It's gonna be stolen by the Misfortune. Now, oh my god, that's a disaster. That is the worst thing possible. They found a way for Dragons Descent to enter. GamblingX could not stop it, and now they lost that Elder. That is exactly what Aracelli wanted, and they got what they came for. The good start turned out to be catastrophic for Kallyx right there. Aracelli played it smart. My god.
Just when you thought Aracelli was already out of it, the dragon is almost taken. Wheels suddenly fall off on Kallyx side. What a play by the MF right there, and of Shyvana being very, very patient as they take this Baron buff right here, man. Let me see. pagpasok, when the Shyvana went in, it was quite early, but oh my geez, it's gonna be the Baron after that. Momentum really on the blue side after that Dragon take. This is gonna be scary. Let's see what they can get out of this Baron buff. But man, that that Dragon Elder Drake steal is not yet out of my mind. What a sick play by Aracelli 10. If they win this, they deserve it because of that play right there, man.
That was the momentum swing that Aracelli Indonesia were waiting for. They wanted the momentum to change, so they had to buy time, keep their composure going. Because this Fizz is starting to get out of control, the Saya's getting a lot of damage dealt. Now they're actually going to be spotting out the Fizz here. They're actually going to go for the contest. It's forcing that flash away from the Fizz. Now the Fizz does not have the flash. You see Saya just going one-on-one. This Corki's not weak, my friend. This is the Corki of the late game. Corki is going to mash and destroy anyone. And you're already seeing the damage output coming in from Corki. This Fizz is going to be destroying the Corki as much as possible to try. But you see the damage output from Corki. He's trying to do the exact same thing to the Fizz. It was nearly enough to actually take out that Fizz, but it's not going to be there. The rest of Aracelli are going to show up though. The Fizz goes down. That is the carry of Kallyx, as well as the Saya not being around for another 20 seconds. This might be ball. You're gonna see it to the very end. They have the Baron buff, but they're not gonna push it. This is slow, methodical. They're clearing all three just in case they fail and destroying the score. But now you see the Shyvana going after it. That's game number one, going to the side of Aracelli Indonesia.
Alright, that was a surprise for me, man. I told you earlier, they will deserve this win after that Shyvana take, and they do get the first W of this series. Good job, Aracelli 10, when I thought Kallyx is the best team here in the bottom side of the bracket.